Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. What I'm about to reveal to you is not casual information you can listen to while doing something else. This requires your complete attention because something happened in the unseen realm that explains everything. Every attack that suddenly reversed, every curse that mysteriously bounced back, every person who tried to destroy you but ended up destroying themselves instead. This wasn't luck. This wasn't coincidence. This was spiritual warfare, operating under laws most people will never understand. And you, without even realizing it, have been protected by something so powerful that darkness itself recoils when it gets too close. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to share will permanently change how you understand every strange reversal you've witnessed in your life. The enemy sent his strongest weapons against you. Dark rituals were performed with your name attached. Energy was directed toward your downfall. Spiritual assignments were activated to crush your peace, destroy your relationships, and eliminate your future. But something unexpected happened. Something that left those who attacked you absolutely terrified. Their weapons didn't just fail, they reversed with amplified force. And now they're experiencing exactly what they intended for you, but multiplied. If you've noticed people who came against you suddenly facing unexplainable struggles, this is why. If you've seen those who plotted your downfall mysteriously collapsing under their own schemes, this is the explanation. If you felt confused about how you survived attacks that should have destroyed you, stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to show you exactly what's been protecting you and why your enemies are more afraid of you now than ever before. Write 777 inches. The comments if you've witnessed this reversal happening in real time and you knew something supernatural was at work. The moment they activated darkness against you, they triggered something they didn't account for. They assumed you were unprotected. They believed you were vulnerable. They thought spiritual weapons would penetrate your life easily. But what they didn't know is that you carry a mark, an invisible seal that operates under ancient spiritual laws. This mark doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need to. It simply is. And when darkness touches it, darkness gets burned. Not by you fighting back, not by you even knowing what's happening, but by the automatic response of the protection covering you. Let me explain how this reversal works, because most chosen ones don't understand the mechanics of what's been saving them. In the spiritual realm, there are universal laws that govern energy exchange. One of those laws is this: whatever is sent with harmful intent towards someone under sacred protection doesn't just stop at an invisible wall. It reverses. It boomerangs. It returns to sender with the original force, plus the resistance it encountered trying to penetrate the protection. Think of it like trying to punch reinforced steel. The harder you strike, the more damage your own hand receives. This is why people who sent curses your way are now living under those same curses. This is why those who performed rituals against you are experiencing the exact manifestations they designed for your life. Their own spells became their prison, their own words became their sentence, their own energy became their burden. And the most terrifying part for them is that they cannot undo it, because what reversed isn't in their control anymore. It's locked into a cycle they activated but cannot stop. They opened a door they cannot close. They set a process in motion they cannot reverse. You've probably noticed this pattern without having language for it. Someone comes against you with intensity, spreading lies, sabotaging opportunities, turning people against you. You feel the pressure. You sense the attack. But instead of collapsing, you remain strangely stable. Then, weeks or months later, that same person experiences a dramatic downfall. Their reputation crumbles. Their relationships shatter. Their health deteriorates. Their finances collapse. And it happens so suddenly, so completely, that even you feel uncomfortable watching it. That discomfort is your spirit recognizing the reversal at work. Here's what most people miss. You didn't cause their downfall by fighting back. You didn't pray against them specifically. You didn't perform counter rituals. You simply continued walking in your truth while they exhausted themselves attacking a force they couldn't see. Your protection didn't need your awareness to function. It operated automatically because it's embedded in who you are, not what you do. This is the part that confuses your enemies. They keep trying different methods, different approaches, different intensities of darkness, and every single attempt produces the same result. Reversal, amplified, immediate. Now let me show you the specific signs that prove this protection has been active in your life. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations that what I'm telling you is not theory, but documented reality in your own experience. First sign. Attacks against you create immediate chaos in the attacker's life. You've seen this repeatedly. Someone speaks evil over you, and within days their own life unravels. Not because you wished it, not because you fought back, but because their words hit a frequency that doesn't tolerate corruption. Second sign. You've survived situations that logically should have destroyed you. Betrayals that should have broken you somehow made you stronger. Financial attacks that should have bankrupted you mysteriously resolved. Health crises that should have taken you out reversed without clear medical explanation. Relationships that should have crushed your spirit ended up freeing you. Each time you survived what was designed to eliminate you, evidence was recorded in the spiritual realm that you carry protection beyond normal human capacity. Third sign. People who plot against you cannot hide their intentions long. Something always exposes them prematurely. Their plans leak. Their secrets surface. Their true motives become obvious before they can execute fully. This isn't luck. This is intentional disruption. The protection around you includes early warning systems. You get insight before impact. You sense danger before it arrives. You feel shifts before they manifest. This advanced awareness isn't paranoia. It's spiritual intelligence operating on your behalf. Fourth sign. You've experienced supernatural timing that saved you from disaster. Job offers that fell through right before the company collapsed. Relationships that ended right before you discovered who that person truly was. Moves that didn't happen right before catastrophe hit that location. Opportunities you missed that later revealed themselves as traps. Every time you felt disappointed by a closed door, protection was redirecting you away from danger you couldn't see yet. Those weren't rejections. Those were interventions. Fifth sign. Your peace remains intact, even when external circumstances look chaotic. While your enemies lose sleep obsessing over your downfall, you sleep deeply. While they exhaust themselves strategizing your destruction, you rest in unexplainable calm. While they rage at your continued success despite their efforts, you move forward with clarity. That peace isn't ignorance. That peace is the confirmation that you're covered. When you're truly protected, anxiety cannot penetrate. Fear cannot establish residency. Panic cannot take root, because your spirit knows what your mind is still learning to accept. Let me take you deeper into why every weapon formed against you continues to fail spectacularly. There's a spiritual principle most people don't understand. Darkness can only attach where there's compatible frequency. It needs doubt, fear, guilt, shame, or unhealed wounds to create entry points. It cannot penetrate where frequency remains high. And despite everything you've been through, despite mistakes you've made, despite seasons where you felt lost, your core frequency never dropped low enough for darkness to establish permanent residency. This is what makes you dangerous to demonic agendas. You carry light in places where darkness expects shadow. You hold truth in spaces where lies should dominate. You maintain integrity in environments designed to corrupt. That resistance creates friction. And in spiritual warfare, friction burns the attacker, not the protected. Every time they send darkness your way, it encounters your frequency and cannot merge. So it bounces back, carrying with it the energy they invested, plus the resistance it faced trying to penetrate you. Think about the people who attacked you most viciously. What happened to them afterward? Their lives didn't just stagnate, they collapsed. Relationships destroyed, reputations ruined, health compromised, finances drained, mental stability questioned. And if you're honest, part of you felt guilty watching their downfall, even though you didn't cause it. That guilt is misplaced compassion. You're not responsible for what their own actions set in motion. They chose to engage with forces beyond their understanding. They activated laws they couldn't control. They sent energy they couldn't retrieve once it reversed. Here's the part that will shift your perspective permanently. The people who attacked you weren't acting alone. They were being used by forces that wanted you eliminated. Those forces calculated wrong. They assumed you were like everyone else they'd successfully destroyed. They didn't account for the mark you carry. They didn't recognize the seal over your life. They didn't realize that touching you would cost more than they were willing to pay. And now, those same forces have abandoned the people they manipulated because failed assignments carry consequences in the kingdom of darkness. This is why some of your enemies look spiritually vacant now. Drained, empty, haunted. They're experiencing the withdrawal of whatever was empowering them, plus the penalty for failing their assignment, plus the reversal of their own curses. Triple consequence. And there's no ritual, no spell, no amount of darkness they can access now that will restore what they lost. Because protection that operates at your level doesn't just defend, it creates permanent consequences for sustained attacks. The more they came against you, the deeper their own pit became. Now let me tell you what's happening in this current moment, because timing is everything. There's been a recent escalation. You've felt it. More intense dreams, stronger attacks on your peace, increased resistance in areas that were flowing smoothly. Strange opposition appearing from unexpected sources. This isn't random. This is the final push from forces that recognize their window of opportunity is closing. They're throwing everything available at you because they know something you're still learning to believe. Your season of obscurity is ending. Your time of preparation is complete. What's about to manifest through you will disrupt systems they've controlled for generations. But here's what they didn't calculate. This escalation isn't weakening you. It's revealing to you how protected you actually are. Every attack that fails is building your confidence. Every reversal you witness is strengthening your faith. Every enemy that collapses under their own scheme is confirming what you've suspected but couldn't prove. You're not just surviving spiritual warfare, you're winning without fighting. And that realization is about to change how you walk forward. Because when you truly understand that you cannot be touched, you stop moving defensively and start moving with authority. The shift you're feeling isn't just external attacks intensifying, it's internal awareness, awakening. You're recognizing patterns you missed before, seeing connections you didn't notice, understanding why certain people entered and exited your life at specific times, realizing that what felt like abandonment was actually protection, removing incompatible energies before they could contaminate your next season. Every loss that confused you is now revealing itself as strategic removal. Every delay that frustrated you is now showing its purpose. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. And preparation required isolation from forces that would have compromised what's coming. This is why your enemies are more aggressive now than ever before. They sense the shift. They feel the change. They recognize that the season where they could operate freely around you is ending. Once you fully step into the awareness of your protection, their access gets permanently revoked. Not because you're fighting them, because your frequency will no longer match environments where they operate. You'll naturally move into spaces they cannot enter, relationships they cannot infiltrate, opportunities they cannot sabotage, and assignments they cannot abort. The separation is already happening. You're just now becoming conscious of it. Pay attention to who's becoming increasingly hostile toward you right now. Their aggression isn't personal, it's spiritual panic. They're sensing the end of their influence over your life, and they're trying desperately to regain ground they're losing. But every attempt pushes them further into the consequences of their own actions. Every curse they speak accelerates their own downfall. Every ritual they perform tightens the trap they're caught in. And the more they realize this, the more desperate they become, which is why you must remain calm, centered, and unmoved by their chaos. Your stillness right now is your greatest weapon. Now let me give you the practical instruction your spirit needs right now, because awareness without application leaves you vulnerable. First, stop explaining yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. Your protection doesn't require their belief to function. Their doubt doesn't weaken what covers you. Their skepticism doesn't penetrate your seal. Let them question. Let them doubt. Let them dismiss. Your results will speak louder than their opinions. And when the reversal becomes visible, they'll have no choice but to acknowledge what they tried to deny. Second, guard your words carefully. You're entering a season where your words carry more weight than before. What you declare begins manifesting faster. What you speak over yourself becomes reality quicker. This isn't the time for careless complaints or casual curses over your own life. Every word is a seed. Every declaration is a command. Speak life. Speak truth. Speak alignment. Even when circumstances look opposite. Especially when circumstances look opposite. Because the gap between declaration and manifestation is shortening in your life right now. And you need to be intentional about what you're calling forth. Third, release the need for revenge. I know you've been hurt. I know betrayal cut deep. I know injustice left scars. But your protection already handled the justice you're craving. The reversal already occurred. The consequences already activated. Your job isn't to ensure your enemies suffer. Your job is to keep moving forward without their chaos slowing you down. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. It means releasing the emotional weight so you can walk lighter into what's next. They're carrying their own consequences. You don't need to carry anger about it too. Fourth, stay grounded in practices that maintain your frequency. Prayer without ceasing, meditation that centers your spirit, silence that sharpens your discernment, environments that preserve your peace, relationships that reinforce your truth, routines that support your clarity. Your protection functions optimally when your frequency remains high. If you allow external chaos to lower your vibration, you create friction that drains your energy. Not because protection stops working, but because you're working against your own covering by staying in toxic emotional states. Peace isn't passive. Peace is power. Maintain it intentionally. Fifth, prepare for doors that open without effort. When you're this protected, favor doesn't need to be chased. Opportunities don't need to be forced. Connections don't need to be manipulated. What's meant for you will find you, and when it does, it will feel natural, not strained, forced, not fabricated, aligned, not anxious. This is how you'll know it's part of your protected path. If you're struggling intensely to make something work, it's probably not your door. If it flows despite obstacles, it's probably your assignment. Learn to recognize the difference. Your protection includes guidance toward right paths and away from wrong ones. Chosen one, let me leave you with this final truth that will anchor everything I've shared. You didn't survive everything you've been through by accident. You didn't outlast attacks that destroyed others by chance. You didn't remain standing when weapons designed for your elimination were launched by luck. You carry something, a mark, a seal, a covering, a frequency. Call it what resonates with your spirit. But understand this clearly. It's real, it's active, and it's non-negotiable. The people who attacked you discovered this the hard way. Their weapons didn't just miss, they boomeranged with devastating accuracy. And now they're living proof that touching someone under this level of protection carries consequences they cannot escape. This isn't about you being better than anyone. This is about you being assigned to something that requires this level of covering. Not everyone needs this protection because not everyone carries this assignment, but you do. And everything you've survived was preparation for everything you're about to carry. So walk forward with confidence, not arrogance. With awareness, not fear. With gratitude, not entitlement. You've been protected. You are protected. You will continue to be protected, not because you're perfect, but because you're purposed. Not because you deserve it more than others, but because what you carry requires it. Honor that covering by living worthy of it. Stay humble, stay clean, stay aligned, and watch how everything that was meant to destroy you becomes the foundation for everything you're about to build. If this message confirmed what your spirit already knew, write 777 inches, the comments right now. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications, because more revelations are coming that will continue strengthening your understanding of who you are and what you carry. Share this with another chosen one who needs to understand why their enemies keep falling into their own traps. And remember, you're not in this fight alone. You never were. Now walk like you know it.